Mississippi. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Terrapins kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
His size makes him a matchup nightmare. They recruited him specifically for plays like this, to run down the field, climb the ladder over a smaller DB, make a play for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Complete. He's trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Seven-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're...
There's a little room there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. Finding some room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On third down, here's Bothwell. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set him up with a down. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got the back over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this is one of those things that are really hard to stop for a defense, man. When that QB starts to get outside the pocket, now I'm thinking he's going to run it. What are my rules? Nice job by the running back starting to creep back towards his quarterback. Now, listen, you throw it over the middle of the field late, it doesn't always turn out well, but on this play, big conversion. Nice job scrambling around, buying some time for his running back to get open.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
There's some room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Just sprint with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The give is to Williams. Fighting off the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field. It's Washington. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But Give the defense credit, forcing an incomplete.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They want to run this quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air, it's Washington. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Webb. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Terrapins are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Williams. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Moving out to the right. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete to the left.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Taylor wants to throw. Bring in the heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After run, now throw. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. calls his own number. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you could tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Taylor wants to throw it. Right down the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They booted away on fourth down. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. Running inside, it's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening first and 10 from the 27.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time.
Continues to fight for yards. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Just feeds the running back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames coming away with a...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
The touch pass goes absolutely. Nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turn. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires one high and deep. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just make sure...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Webb. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks away on the left. Lowers those pads. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, you
love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
In the backfield, it's Evans. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeps it. And tackled there by the defense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Taylor wants to throw. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Terrapins! Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's a heat. On the run, deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He'll get rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. He tries to take the top off, and it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're big.
Could be an alley. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Fluff Bothwell again. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the